So, did you guys know that in Deadlock Guardians have walking animations and they're insanely freaking goofy? We gave the Initiates an item that allows them to summon Guardians, and we made sure that those Guardians are going to chase the Eternuses to the ends of the earth. The more objectives that they destroy, the more powerful the Initiates Guardians will get. So who wins? 6 Initiates that can summon Guardians, or 6 Eternus players? Let's find out. Eternus versus Initiate, but we have given them an item that allows them to summon a Guardian. It is not just any Guardian, it is a walking Guardian, as you can see here. This is so freaking funny. Every single time I've seen this, it is just hilarious. But yeah, the Initiates have decided they're gonna rush game, they're gonna rush this lane, and they put like several Guardians in there. Let me explain the rules of the game pretty quickly and pretty efficiently. So, the Initiates get an item that 150-second cooldown, it allows you to summon a Guardian. The more boons that the Initiates have, the more damage they're gonna be able to do to the more boons that the Initiates have, the less cooldown this Guardian's gonna have. The more objectives of the Eternuses they destroy, the stronger these Guardians are gonna get. So these Guardians are gonna get stronger every time a Walker is killed, every time a Guardian is killed, etc, etc, etc. These are the base core rules. I do have Tom here observing, but I do have a special guest here. It is Flair. Flair is very well known for his many powerpoints across Balatra and now Deadlock, and he is here today as a co-caster. Hello there, Flair. What do you think about this game mode?
I love it. This is actually incredibly aggressive right now. I'm loving watching the Guardians fight and killing the Eternus players. 2 of them actually died while you were doing the intro. It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I loved, that was very smart from the Initiate players, just coming up with that. Just, instead of spreading in a 2-2-2 formation, just use 4 Guardians, go on lane number 1, and try to brute force it. Because at the end of the day, all that matters is getting as many objectives as possible, because the more objectives that you get, well, the stronger your Guardians become, so the more chances you have against these Eternus players. It is worth noting that these Guardians do not give any souls, so the Eternus players destroying them is just a vanity thing. It's just so they don't get damaged. It is not going to matter whatsoever. They also have massively boosted resist, so the Eternuses are going to have a tough time killing them. We already see that they have a small 3k advantage, presumably because, you know, there were so many people on one lane.
There are a bunch of Guardians grouped up, yeah, by the Vindicta. There's a bunch of Guardians grouped up under the Walker, and he actually died trying to clear them. Yeah.
I mean, the Guardians are actually proving to do so much damage. This emphasis on getting a lane has suddenly gone to these Initiates. Walker on minute 3. I mean, this is good stuff. This Vindicta's gonna...
Guardians are so...
This is like so... This is so fucking silly.
Wait, they made him the game.
This is so fucking... It's so lucky that these guardians did not count as minions for the purposes of backdooring, because can you imagine these Guardians getting based up at minute 1? Oh, but yeah. I mean, I love the strategy. It worked so well.
I'm so serious, my jaw hurts from laughing at these Guardians. You can't even talk about anything else. They're just so goofy the way they run.
It's so funny. I mean, like, you came here for casting, you came here for serious analysis. Actually, just 2 men laughing their asses off. But
this might
yeah,
be one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And
the Initiates are going for lane number 2. They saw how well that strategy worked with lane number 1. They're just going straight for lane number 2. The sole difference still favors the Eternuses, and that's going to matter a fair bit, especially if these Initiates are caught out of position. The Eternuses do have a lot of tools in their arsenal. The first and most important tool is that the AI for these Guardians kind of sucks. So if they're ever led into the jungle, they're just gonna stay there waiting like idiots. They're also very parryable, and they're also very dodgeable. If you climb up a wall, or if you try to, like, you know, evade them in one way or another, you can just kite them for the most part. The minions are distracting them fairly well. But yeah, I mean, because of all of that, it is gonna be very easy for the Eternuses to dodge them, but they cannot dodge them at scale, and they cannot dodge them all the time. And I do love some of the choices that the Initiates have made. I'm going to show you the draft right here, but most importantly, the draft has been made just to deny some choices to the Eternuses, denying that McGinnis was so good against objectives. But I love the Billy especially, because the Billy, once he has that chain gang, he can just like chain gang you into a bunch of Guardians, so that's going to matter a fair bit.
the Guardian in the tier 1 camp room just fighting for his life, trying to protect the Billy. That was cinematic experience. As we see all the Guardians dodging the bitches.
Yeah. I mean, he just uses cube. He used his cube to try and escape. God, this is so fucking silly. The animations are so jank. Anyhow, I mean, like, look, the Guardians are doing a fantastic job, but these Eternuses are getting a massive soul lead. They're 13 kills to 3.
This is like... It's almost like they have like an entourage supporting all of the initiate players, right? They have constant like a bodyguard at them at all points, being able to push the lanes, fight with them if they have it off cooldown. It's so fun. Oh, we can see the Guardian not fighting. It's just barely out of range. You see? Oh.
Yeah, fantastic
So
stuff.
unfortunately,
I mean,
we're able to be protected.
It is just really tough. I don't know. I mean, of course, the initiates haven't done the most optimal placements of these guardians, hoping that they can just walk and chase people if need be. But the Eternuses are still playing around them. They do have a very big soul lead of 7k, and I think that despite the fact that the entire initiate macro seems to be way stronger, the Eternuses are pulling something off here.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right, they have picked characters that do a lot of damage to objectives, right? Wraith, Venator, Seven, and then they have, like, these good characters that are to support them, like the Moan Krill, that just locks someone down. So, I mean, if the Guardians are on cooldown, there's none alive, then they're still just, gonna be able to beat them, and that's kind of what we're seeing, right? If they are kiting around the Guardians, they're still winning these fights.
Yeah. But, like, again, if the Guardian wins the fight by killing you or doing something, then the Guardian gets the kill, especially if an initiate is not there to help. And that's going to matter a fair bit as far as soul distribution goes. The Guardians can be very powerful, but they're not, going to win the game by themselves. The initiates need to figure out how to approach the macro with what they have. And we were discussing a little bit during the break, and I think that you need to tell me what you think will happen when the initiates have the urn.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I hope to see at least maybe 2 or 3 of them. I'm sorry. We have to look at the Eternus player's base right now. I'm sorry. This is more important.
Oh, can we please look at the Eternus player base? Yes. Oh, we're trying.
This is
we're trying.
Look in their spawn.
What?
So strong.
I mean, at least they're not killing them. At least they're not killing them,
It's true.
That was insanely funny.
That was awesome. No, that was awesome.
But yeah, tell me about the urn.
Yeah, like I was saying, I hope that the initiate players will have the foresight to save at least a couple of the Guardians for the urn fight, because a big weakness of the Guardian is that they can be kited and you can run away from them and all that. But if you're fighting for the urn, they have to stay in that zone, especially because the initiate players will have like the better. They'll be down the money for the urn, so they have to stay and fight much longer than they will. So the Guardian's going to get a lot of value and might actually be able to flip the urn in the initiate's favor.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's always going to be a comeback urn. Of course, I think that soul value is a very deceptive thing in Deadlock, because people will look at it and be like, oh yeah, clearly the Eternuses are, 30% up, so they're winning the game. Actually, no, look at the map positioning. Yeah. Look at how bad the lanes are. We do see Lash, however, trying to defend Walker on lane number 1, and I think that's going to be a very important fight to take a look at. And it seems like a lot of initiates are pivoting to the defense.
Yeah, Lash here does not have ult and is actually quite low. He might die before anyone is able to back him up. There come the Guardian.
The Guardians are enough backup, dude. Like, I don't think you need anything
That's
other
true.
than the Guardians.
That's so true.
Guardian boosts are going to be really good. But the initiates have to get them. And I mean, they did get that massive walker immediately at the beginning. But there hasn't been another objective earned ever since.
Yeah, I think that they just happen to have enough walkers and enough members able to roll over, enough members able to roll over that walker with the Guardian, and like they haven't really grouped up enough since, and their Guardians haven't been able to get the same efficacy in that moment.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. And I mean, these fights are happening very deep in initiate territory, and they're not getting punished here. Of course, the Guardians, the big problem is, of course, the Guardian AI. If we look at the big situation here, the Walkers, they're just staying there, doing nothing. The Initiates can push a wave there, and suddenly they would have like a massive amount of defense, but I don't know. They're not doing the macro that they should be doing.
I do believe that if the Guardians are outside, if they're in the Walkers' shooting range, but they're not in their own shooting range, I think that they don't take damage. So they can, like, they'll just be sitting under it, and they have to be corralled underneath the Walker to actually take damage.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we're gonna see what that looks like hopefully soon, because I do see some Initiates are positioned near that Walker, and that might be the difference between life or death here. The Slash is trying to 1v1 the Viscous. The Viscous is very close in souls, but, you know, still, a Lash is gonna die. And the Eternuses are here ready to defend their Walker. A little bit of bruising happening. The Guardians are trying to make something happen by themselves, but is that gonna be enough?
I feel like I'm watching Attack on Titan right now. Like, this is the way they're running. Like, it's so...
Yeah, the urn is here, and the urn has not been grabbed by the Initiates, but instead has been grabbed by Team Eternus, and I'm so curious if they have the cooldowns necessary, these Initiates, to be able to contest here.
Wait, there will be 5 Guardians available for this urn if they all come. Well, the only person without it is currently the Vindicta, who is not there.
Yeah, it's fine. The Vindicta's countering that 7, and distracting that fairly fed 7 is going to be important, even if you die for it. Urn is very close to being delivered. This pocket is low, though, but manages to escape. Classic pocket stuff. The urn has been dropped by this Billy, and suddenly we see the massive power of the Guardians. They're all there, and I mean, how are you going to engage these?
Yeah, a big thing is they've been having to use, like, their environment to be able to kill these Guardians. When they're out in the open like this, being protected by their team, it's just not ending well. As we can see, like, they're all incredibly low. The Wraith parries the Billy right underneath the Guardians there!
This is too funny. This is completely an uncastable game. I should, like, just recast the whole thing after. And lo and behold, the Initiates have the urn.
Yeah, they're able to get some money back, get some boons, and take the Walker from winning the fight.
I mean, like, it's still pretty bloody, though. I mean, the Initiates keep getting picked one by one by one, despite having that massive Guardian advantage. Hopefully, the McGinnis can push the Walker, and indeed, the McGinnis has pushed the Walker. Yeah. It is only one Walker left, and suddenly these Guardians are going to become a lot stronger. I think it's every newly summoned Guardian. So the old Guardians are still going to be, like, you know, the old model. Yeah. Look at this fucking, he's just looking below.
He's just found out how to beat the Guardian AI.
Just corral them under the bridge. Look, you know, I know the Initiates are not really good at grabbing stuff, but, like, you would hope that the Initiates would go for more, like, you know, like a Holiday or Paradox or whatever the hell they could get their hands on. Because can you imagine, like, swapping or bringing someone into 5 Guardians?
You actually mentioned counterpicking, or not counterpicking, taking away from the Eternus. I think that the Mo and Krill takeaway for the Eternus, like, from the Initiates, is a huge one.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
like, yeah.
Yeah, could you imagine the Mo and Krill ulting someone 4 seconds, they're stunned inside of, like, 4 Guardians?
Yeah, no, like, the Mo and Krill's biggest, like, problem, if you will, is that unless the Mo is really, really fed, they're not going to be able to finish or 1v1 with anyone until very late game once you have, like, escalating exposure or something. The Guardian solves that. You just drop the Guardian, press your 4 button, and suddenly you can kill an Eternus. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Alright, every time I pan over to a new perspective on these Guardians, it just I can't keep a straight face.
It is so difficult. They're just so funny to look at. But let's look at the bigger situation in the game. We do have 2 Walkers being gone. We do have the base Guardians even slightly bruised for the Eternuses. All Walkers are standing for Team Initiate, and of course that soul difference of 25k. But it seems like the Initiates are, you know, not losing. The Eternuses are not making headway despite their massive kill advantage of 6 to 40.
Well, yeah, it's 12v6. Of course they're gonna be doing better. Like, come on, duh. You know, the Guardians are genuinely stronger than the Initiates right now. Like, they're unkillable. You cannot beat them without outside help. It's very crazy.
Yeah. Anyhow, a big fight is developing here for that last walker. The McGinnis wall can be a very, very good tool, but only one McGinnis wall is not going to be enough, and the Eternuses do chase those people off. We see several kills happening here on the Initiate side, and of course this Billy is trying to 1v3, but with no Guardians, I don't think you're allowed to do that. Lash gets picked, and that's 4 people picked. I think that this is giving the Eternuses enough space to go for mid right after if they can just rush it.
Okay, I see the vision. I see the vision.
You see the vision?
If
Show me the vision.
for some reason the Eternus players don't kill them all, right? For whatever reason, maybe they respawn and they fight in the mid-boss pit with the Guardians. Are you understanding the vision?
I am understanding the vision. The problem that I have with the vision is, why does my Rem have cheat death? Why did that Rem have cheat death?
To stay alive so they fight the Guardians longer, of course.
Sure, we'll take that. I mean, this. Yeah, now that the battle is on. Yeah, now that the battle is on the Initiate side of things, it is very, very difficult to see how the Eternuses are going to make headway, because they can just drop the Guardians next to the Walkers, and suddenly that's just too many objectives. These Initiates still are getting picked one after the other. Rem does not have his cheat death activate on time, and there's just pick after pick after pick after pick. The Eternuses are now 40k ahead.
We would think that some of them would build cooldown reduction to try and get towards more of their abilities. The only person that has any so far is the Rem with a compressed cooldown. Maybe if they can get some more, transcendent cooldowns, they'd be a lot stronger because they have more Guardians to work with.
Yeah, Transcendent cooldown is probably going to be a key item, especially late game. I can understand why people haven't prioed it, because they're thinking, oh, their kits must be stronger. But how many characters' kits are stronger than being able to summon a Guardian, you know?
Yeah, I don't think anyone on the Eternus side is currently stronger than being able to summon another Guardian.
Yeah, it is going to be difficult. I mean, the pressure keeps happening on Walkers, and I do see that all those Guardians are standing there. The 7 is trying to clean them up, but, like, it's going to be a slow process. I mean, they're doing damage. Look,
wait,
the
how many
Guardian
is 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's 5.
Yeah, it's working. They're getting base Guardians. And that's gonna buff them even more. The Initiates don't even have to be there. The Eternuses are just struggling to deal with the sheer mass of Guardians.
This is awesome. This is truly amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like, the picks are, however, left and right here.
Wait, it's a wait. This is we're watching Bloon's tower defense in real time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we should have really modded that Viscous to look like a Moab, frankly speaking.
Yeah, you modded the Guardians to look like balloons. Oh, the McGinnis has one. They have most of them. Actually, that's not true. They have about half of them. And the others are not too far away, right? Billy's got like a minute, Rem 30 seconds. They might be able to, if they pick up this urn, be able to get it. And in doing, like, again, the big power spike is that they cannot leave the urn area, so the Guardians being in that spot is great for them.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is getting to that urn area. The Viscous is trying to get his urn as far back as possible, and I think that's a very smart choice. I don't think that you want to do that urn fight. Oh, never mind. They're going to do the urn fight. They want to do the urn fight. They are hoping that the Initiates are not going to be coordinated enough to mount a defense.
Yeah, it does not look like they will be able to. Many of them are currently dead, but they're still pushed back, waves pushed in on their lanes they have to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, right now, it's just very difficult to see how the Initiates are going to make any headway here. The urn has been placed in their position, and with a very slow cooldown, it's going to be almost certainly an Eternus victory here. Wait, the Billy's here. The Billy's here.
Oh, the Billy is in there. He's able to stop it.
Yeah. Suddenly it's 99 to 99. I mean, the comeback urn is just giving the Initiates so much power, but the parries are coming in, and I mean, the Billy is getting destroyed. The first Guardian, the second Guardian has been dropped, and suddenly it might be a little bit of a shift here.
Yeah, I think if I am an Initiate player right now, I'm thinking maybe I should stay alive as long as possible, just so my Guardians can deal damage, right? Build some greens. Yeah. The Ram already built cheat deaths, which, sort of works.
Yeah.
The Guardians are just so strong, but if you're not able to keep the enemy, distracted, they're not going to be able to do their job.
Yeah. Mid is being activated here. We do see that there's a lot of souls coming from the bottom of mid. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
That was weird. What could have caused those souls to happen?
Wait, they're actually getting the Guardian to fight the mid boss for them.
Oh, I guess. Sure. What the hell is going on here? I am so confused.
Oh, the Billy came in, tried to get one, but was not able to. This is just like peak entertainment, personally. I'm having a blast watching this.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the Eternuses are probably going to be able to finish things off. But I mean, like, it's so funny to me because, you know, usually when you're the team with rejuves, you don't really have initiates in your base trying to get your shrines, right?
Yeah. I mean, it looks like the vendor is actually pushing into the initiate's base. You know, three of them are dead right now, and I don't know if they have enough guardians to be able to protect them. They do have two of them, but they're not in the base currently, the initiates.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they clearly need a lot more. The Billy very intelligently uses that curse coming from the shrine to try and get that Venator off of his back, but the Venator just looks for another target, and that is one dead Infernus. I mean, it is proving to be so freaking difficult. The second shrine is gonna go down now. Of course, there are still Guardians and stuff on the other side that can just win the game for themselves, but, like, the Eternuses might win the game right now.
Yeah, it seems like they're definitely able to overcome the Guardians at this point in the game, right? You juggle their aggro and you have enough damage on your 3 carries to kill them, so not the most threatening. I mean, they're still threatening, of course, but you can work around them.
Yeah. I mean, so much stuff. The Rem is very low right now. He is going to die. That Chi Death is not going to defend him. And suddenly, only Weakened Patron is left for Team Initiate.
I do think that they will be able to fully respawn to at least try and defend it, but there's not many Guardians that look like that. Yeah, there's one Guardian up.
Yeah. Lash comes in with the ult of a lifetime. Does not matter. The ult, he just goes down immediately. And I mean, this base defense in theory should be where the Initiates are the strongest, but when your opponent's team is 2 times your amount of souls, you're just not going to be able to do much.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely is true. As we see, they're definitely about to get cleaned up, and the game is about to be over.
Oh, as we say that, 5 Guardians have been dropped. Does not matter. GG. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this Guardian summoning game, you should check out this other game where we let the Initiates summon walkers. They don't walk, unfortunately. Thank you so much to our Patreons, and have a good day, folks.